we break out into class and then those that are leaving can leave. But let me just kind of set the tone for what's about to happen for the rest of our afternoon. So from right now to about 5:30, we're going to classes. At 5:30, you're coming back in here and we're going to eat again, y'all. A nice, nutritious meal. 2 meals in one day. The menu is chicken, salads, potatoes, and I'm not sure what else, but it's always a plethora of food, so please stick around. Salmon, I know we have salmon today, so it's just a lot of things, so just stick around. Yeah, grapes, everything. So what I would like to do is just read our class expectations for Healing Minds and Souls. After I read the class expectations, I will give you your class assignments. Then we can go to our classes. If your name is not called on any of the roles, just come and see me and we'll get you into the class that you would like to be in. All right? So our class expectations go like this. From 3 to 3:15, normally we have our community gathering in the sanctuary. Then we have our first class session at about 3:20 to 4:20. Then we break from about 4:20 to 4:30. On our break this session, we are going to have a gentleman that if you would like to shop in the resource center, he has 2 spots per class to be able to shop for any type of resources in the resource center. So find me or Minister Q when she gets back and we'll get you signed up for that. Then we'll go back into class session from 4:30 to 5:30 and community dinner at 5:30 to 6. Tardiness, arriving 1 to 15 minutes late, that's a limit of 3 and that becomes 1 absence. Absences, if you arrive more than 15 minutes late and you don't notify anyone, or failure to come to class without notification, that is a 1 limit, okay? And we know what happens if we have these limits. What happens? No graduation, no certificate, right? So we ask that everybody really commit to the 8 weeks and show up and just be engaged. All right. Everything that I'm reading, you will get in class today, and your facilitators will have you sign it, and you can read over it yourself if you need. So our HMS staff and facilitators may dismiss participants from class if expectations are not met. Participation and respect. Participants are expected to give full participation in all classes and respect to all persons at all HMS events. Intoxication. Being drunk, high, or hungover is not appropriate. Personal interactions. Romantic relationships with fellow participants, volunteers, advocates, staff members are prohibited during HMS. Verbal or physical harassment is not tolerated. Language. Please know this is a sacred place. So profanity, cursing, and vulgar topics are not tolerated at HMS. Bathroom breaks. Participants may take bathroom breaks during break time. Please notify your staff or facilitator before class if other expectations are needed. Sleeping. No sleeping. Sleeping is disruptive to our classes. Cell phones. During class, cell phones should be placed face down on a table and silenced. Inform your facilitator of any important phone calls beforehand. Smoking is prohibited on the properties of Historic First Community Church. Please smoke during class break in the appropriate areas. The appropriate areas are across the street on the corner in that field. Okay? Please try not to refrain from smoking in front of any of our neighbors' houses because they will call us. So across the street in that open field. Photo and video policy consent. Photographs and or videos may be taken during program to use in publications, news releases, online, or various forms of communication. If you do not consent, let HMS staff persons or facilitators know. There is a place at the bottom of this document to print and sign your name. All right, are we all good with our expectations? Thank you. All right, so we have 4 classes this session. Our classes are Trauma Healing for Men. Our facilitators are Brother Benias and Dr. Lee. This class is housed in the White House next door. Our next class is New Hope. Our facilitators are Deacon Ardonna Fox and Dr. Ethel Robertson. Our advocate for that class is Reverend Deborah Wade. All right, our next class is Faith and Finances, and our facilitator is Brother J.C. Haynes. His advocate is Austin Finney. Story of God is the facilitator, Brother Joel Weberg, and his advocate is Brother Ira Wade. All right, now we can break and we can go to class. Again, thank you, Feedback Nashville, for being with us. We really appreciate all the stimulating conversations. We hope to have you back. And we can break from class. Facilitators, it's up to you all if you want to do your classroom break right now or if you want to do it later. If you did not hear your name, please come see me.